In the quiet forge of existence, where the fire of challenge burns eternal, the spirit is tempered like the finest steel, Hagane no Ichie, the unwavering will of iron. To walk the path of discipline is to embrace the ceaseless heat, the pounding hammer of daily practice shaping the soul's very core. Like the ancient samurai who forged their fate in the crucible of relentless resolve, we too must harness the power within, our shin, the heart and mind united, unbreakable and steadfast. Discipline is not a moment's act, but a lifetime's art. A fire that refuses to be extinguished by fleeting weakness or distraction. Today I invite you, fellow warriors of life, to stand with me in this sacred forge, to commit deeply to the path of transformation. Comment X. If you are ready to wield your will like a katana, subscribe to join this clan of relentless spirits. And thank you for being part of this brotherhood and sisterhood of those who forge themselves daily in the fires of intention and practice. Together, we embody Mujo, the impermanence that drives us to constant growth and mastery. Kaizen, a concept deeply rooted in Japanese culture, embodies the philosophy of continuous improvement. It is not a one-time effort or a sudden breakthrough, but a persistent, incremental process that shapes every aspect of life. In the context of discipline, Kaizen teaches us to embrace small, consistent actions daily, understanding that even the slightest progress compounds over time into formidable strength. Imagine the forging of a katana blade, not by a single strike, but through countless deliberate hammer blows, each one refining the metal, removing impurities, and building resilience. This is the essence of Kaizen, a steady, unwavering commitment to betterment, no matter how modest the step may seem. When applied to our habits, Kaizen dismantles the intimidation of lofty goals and replaces it with attainable, focused progress. Each day becomes an opportunity to polish one's character, sharpen skills, and deepen resolve. This incremental approach not only fosters discipline, but also cultivates patience and humility, reminding us that mastery is a journey forged through persistence, rather than instant perfection. In practice, Kaizen encourages us to examine our routines and identify tiny adjustments that lead to lasting change. It's about asking ourselves daily, what can I improve today? And responding with action, however small. This mindset pushes us to reject complacency and view obstacles as chances for growth. The power of Kaizen lies in its sustainability. By valuing progress over perfection, it keeps the spirit engaged without overwhelming it. Within the context of the samurai's life, this meant honing one's swordsmanship, strategy, and spirit through ceaseless effort, even in moments of rest. Translating this to modern discipline, Kaizen empowers us to chip away at distractions, enhance focus, and build resilience step by step. The ripple effect of these continuous improvements extends beyond personal achievements, influencing relationships, work, and well-being. Ultimately, Kaizen is the art of forging oneself with the steady hammer of daily practice, transforming small acts of discipline into the steel of an unbreakable spirit. Seiza, the traditional Japanese posture of sitting upright on one's knees, is much more than a physical stance. It embodies the practice of mindful presence and deliberate awareness. In the context of discipline, Seiza teaches us the power of grounding ourselves fully in the moment, cultivating a calm yet alert state where distractions fall away and clarity emerges. Just as a samurai would sit in Seiza before battle, centering body and mind to face whatever comes with unwavering focus, we too can harness this posture as a metaphor for mental discipline. It reminds us that true strength arises not from restless agitation, but from composed attentiveness. Through Seiza, we learn to quiet the noise within, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, and directing our full consciousness to the task at hand. This cultivated presence transforms ordinary moments into opportunities for growth and mastery, where discipline is not forced, but naturally flows from a grounded state of being. Practicing Seiza in daily life encourages a disciplined mind that resists the pull of distraction and cultivates patience. In a world brimming with constant stimuli and fleeting attention, mindful presence becomes a rare and precious skill. The act of sitting in Seiza itself demands commitment and self-restraint, as it can be physically challenging, teaching endurance and respect for oneself. More importantly, it trains the mind to remain centered amidst discomfort, embodying the samurai spirit of resilience and inner calm. When we embrace Seiza as a habit, we invite a deeper connection to our inner selves at the present moment, allowing discipline to root itself firmly in awareness rather than mere willpower. This mindful presence sharpens our ability to respond rather than react, to observe rather than be swept away, forging a spirit that is as steady and focused as the poised warrior, ready to face life's battles with clarity and purpose. Kakeibo, often described as the Japanese art of budgeting, extends far beyond simple money management. It is a disciplined practice of mindful spending and intentional living. Rooted in the tradition of careful reflection, Kakeibo encourages us to examine our relationship with money as a reflection of our values and priorities. Like the samurai who approached every action with purpose and clarity, Kakeibo demands that we face our financial habits honestly, tracking each expense and questioning its necessity. This practice cultivates a mindset where discipline is not about deprivation, but about conscious choice, empowering us to direct resources toward what truly matters. Through the regular habit of recording, reflecting, and planning, Kakeibo transforms finances from a source of stress into a tool for stability and growth. It is a daily ritual that strengthens self-control and patience, essential virtues in forging a resilient spirit capable of weathering life's uncertainties. Embracing Kakeibo as a habit fosters a deeper awareness of cause and effect in our financial decisions, teaching us to resist impulsivity and delay gratification. This mirrors the samurai's strategic patience, understanding that rash actions often lead to ruin, while measured steps build lasting strength. In practicing Kakeibo, we sharpen our ability to set clear goals, monitor progress, and adjust course with intention. Much like a warrior preparing meticulously for battle, financial discipline cultivated through Kakeibo spills over into other areas of life, reinforcing habits of responsibility, foresight, and balance. It teaches that true freedom arises not from reckless spending or hoarding, but from the mastery of one's resources with wisdom and care. Through this deliberate stewardship, we forge not only financial stability, but a disciplined mindset that strengthens the entire fabric of our daily practice and personal growth. Shitsuke, a cornerstone of Japanese discipline, embodies the cultivation of self-respect and the unwavering commitment to order in every aspect of life. It is the practice of ingraining habits so deeply that they become a natural extension of one's character, reflecting a disciplined spirit that honors both self and surroundings. Like the samurai who upheld their code with meticulous precision, Shitsuke teaches us that true discipline arises from respect. Respect for ourselves, our environment, and the responsibilities we carry. This respect manifests as order, where chaos is replaced by structure, and care is taken in even the smallest details. When we practice Shitsuke, we are forging a foundation of integrity and consistency, allowing discipline to flow effortlessly from a well-ordered mind and life. The daily repetition of purposeful actions shapes our identity, transforming fleeting motivation into lasting strength and pride in who we are becoming. In embracing Shitsuke, we learn that self-respect is not a lofty ideal, but a practical discipline grounded in routine and mindfulness. The act of maintaining order, whether in one's space, time, or conduct, is a declaration of honor toward oneself, a refusal to accept disorder or neglect as an option. This disciplined attention cultivates an inner harmony where the mind is clear, decisions are deliberate, and actions align with one's values. Like the samurai preparing their armor with care before battle, Shitsuke reminds us that discipline is reflected in how we carry ourselves and manage our daily rituals. It demands consistency, patience, and an unyielding commitment to improvement, forging a spirit that is resilient and dignified. Through Shitsuke, we transform the mundane into a sacred practice, building a disciplined life anchored in respect, order, and the unbreakable will to uphold our highest standards. Zanshin, a profound concept in the samurai tradition, embodies a state of sustained awareness and unwavering focus that transcends mere attention. It is the mind's vigilant presence, a readiness that remains sharp even after the immediate challenge has passed. This heightened awareness is not fleeting but continuous, like the edge of a finely honed katana. Always alert, always prepared. In the practice of discipline, Zanshin teaches us to cultivate a mind that watches over every action and thought, maintaining clarity amidst chaos and resisting the pull of distraction. It is the quiet strength of knowing what is happening around and within us, allowing us to respond with precision rather than react impulsively. This deepened focus becomes the cornerstone of mastery, forging a spirit that moves through life with intention, grace, and control. Embracing Zanshin in daily practice means training ourselves to remain fully present, not only during moments of high intensity, but in every mundane task and interaction. Like a samurai who remains aware of unseen dangers even in moments of apparent calm, we learn to hold our concentration steady, preventing lapses that can weaken resolve and lead to mistakes. This disciplined vigilance cultivates mental resilience, sharpening the ability to discern what matters and discard what distracts. In a world rife with constant interruptions, Zanshin is the art of reclaiming our focus, transforming fragmented attention into a powerful tool of discipline. By embodying this perpetual alertness, we forge a spirit that is not easily shaken, a mind as clear and precise as a blade, ready to face whatever life presents with unyielding focus and calm. Gambaru, a deeply ingrained Japanese value, captures the essence of perseverance, a relentless determination to push forward despite hardship and exhaustion. It is the spirit that refuses to yield when the path grows steep and obstacles loom large, much like the samurai who, battered and weary, yet stands firm with unwavering resolve. Gambaru is not blind stubbornness, but a conscious choice to endure, to give one's utmost effort, no matter the circumstance. This tenacity transforms challenges into stepping stones, forging strength through struggle and discipline through persistence. In daily practice, Gambaru reminds us that true mastery and growth are born from consistent effort, especially when motivation wanes and comfort tempts retreat. It is the fire within that burns steadily, compelling us to rise each time we fall, to sharpen our spirit in the face of adversity, and to forge an unbreakable will. Living by Gambaru means embracing the discomfort of growth and maintaining commitment even when progress feels slow or invisible. Like a samurai honing their skills through endless repetition and unwavering focus, this habit demands patience and an ironclad belief in the value of persistence. It teaches us to withstand fatigue, doubt, and failure, transforming them into fuel for the journey ahead. Perseverance through Gambaru strengthens not just our resolve but our character, molding us into warriors capable of enduring life's fiercest battles. This relentless dedication to pushing beyond limits creates a disciplined spirit that refuses to be broken, a mind sharpened by challenge and a heart fortified by endurance. Through Gambaru, we forge ourselves daily in the fires of perseverance, building the resilience necessary to achieve greatness and maintain unwavering discipline. Wabi-Sabi, a profound Japanese aesthetic and philosophy, teaches us to find beauty in imperfection, impermanence in the natural cycle of growth and decay. In the context of discipline, Wabi-Sabi encourages us to embrace our flaws and limitations, not as failures, but as essential parts of the journey toward mastery. Like the samurai who understood that even the finest sword bears marks of use and wear, we learn that true strength lies not in flawlessness, but in the courage to continue despite imperfection. This acceptance fosters resilience and humility, reminding us that discipline is not about achieving impossible ideals, but about steady progress with grace and self-compassion. By honoring the imperfect process, Wabi-Sabi transforms the relentless pursuit of discipline into a compassionate practice that nurtures growth through patience and presence. Living with the spirit of Wabi-Sabi means relinquishing the need for control and perfection, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable to the ebb and flow of life. It teaches us to appreciate the cracks and scars as proof of endurance and character. Much like the art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is mended with gold, highlighting its history rather than hiding it. This philosophy deepens our discipline by shifting focus from rigid expectations to mindful acceptance, enabling us to persevere without harsh judgment or despair. Through Wabi-Sabi, we cultivate a balanced spirit that honors progress over perfection, turning setbacks into opportunities for learning and transformation. In this way, embracing imperfection becomes a powerful pillar in forging a disciplined life, one that is authentic, resilient, and profoundly human. Ichie, a cherished Japanese philosophy, invites us to fully embrace the uniqueness of each moment as if it will never come again. Rooted in mindfulness and gratitude, it calls us to recognize that every encounter, every breath, and every action is a singular opportunity to live with intention and presence. For the disciplined spirit, Ichie transforms routine into ritual, reminding us that true mastery is not just in grand achievements, but in the careful attention given to the here and now. Like the samurai who honored every moment before battle as precious and irreversible, we too learn to commit ourselves fully to each task, cultivating focus and respect for the fleeting nature of time. This awareness deepens discipline by anchoring our efforts in the present, where real transformation unfolds. Practicing Ichigo daily encourages a mindset of appreciation and deliberate action, making discipline a joyful engagement rather than a burdensome chore. It teaches us to silence distraction and resist the temptation to dwell on past failures or future worries, instead directing our energy into the moment's potential. This philosophy strengthens perseverance by infusing each step with meaning, turning even the smallest tasks into acts of dedication and care. Like a warrior who savors the stillness before the storm, embracing Ichigo sharpens our ability to be fully present, enhancing our effectiveness and resilience. Through this practice, we forge a spirit grounded in gratitude and mindfulness, where discipline blossoms naturally from the recognition that each moment is a precious chance to grow, act, and live with purpose. Mokusatsu, a profound concept in Japanese philosophy, embodies the art of silent endurance, holding steadfast with quiet strength in the face of adversity and challenge. It is the disciplined practice of remaining calm, composed, and unshaken, even when confronted with hardship or provocation. Much like the samurai who in moments of turmoil chose silence and measured response over rash words or actions, Mokusatsu teaches us that true power lies not in noise or reaction, but in controlled patience and inner resilience. This silent endurance is not passive submission, but an active, conscious choice to preserve one's spirit, maintaining focus and dignity while the storm rages. Through Mokusatsu, we cultivate a disciplined mind that absorbs pressure without fracturing, forging an unbreakable will, tempered by calm resolve. Practicing Mokusatsu daily means embracing discomfort and challenge without complaint or distraction, allowing ourselves to be present with whatever arises while holding fast to our purpose. It is the strength of bearing trials quietly, transforming suffering into a source of growth and fortitude. Like a samurai who waits silently, poised and ready for the right moment to act, this habit sharpens patience and teaches timing, preventing impulsive reactions that lead to weakness or regret. Mokusatsu cultivates a spirit of endurance that persists beneath the surface, fueling perseverance and steady progress even when unseen by others. Through this disciplined silence, we forge a resilience that withstands life's harshest trials, a spirit as still and strong as a mountain, unyielding and ready for whatever battles lie ahead. Bushido, The revered way of the warrior is the timeless code that shaped the heart and mind of the samurai. A discipline rooted in honor, courage, loyalty, and unwavering integrity. More than a set of rules, Bushido is a living philosophy that demands absolute commitment to one's values and purpose, forging a spirit that stands resolute amid chaos and uncertainty. It teaches that true strength arises not from brute force alone, but from the harmony of action and principle, where every choice reflects the warrior's unbreakable will and profound respect for life. Embracing Bushido means accepting responsibility for one's path, embodying discipline as both sword and shield in the pursuit of mastery and meaning. This way of living transforms the daily trials of discipline into sacred acts of honor, crafting a spirit that is fierce yet compassionate, steadfast yet adaptable. To walk the path of Bushido is to commit wholeheartedly to constant self-improvement, courage in the face of fear, and loyalty that transcends circumstance. The warrior's discipline is reflected in every moment, whether in battle or in peace, demanding vigilance, humility, and the courage to confront one's own weaknesses. This code shapes a life where integrity guides decisions and perseverance fuels progress, forging character through struggle and reflection, like the samurai who dedicated themselves to mastery of mind, body, and spirit. Adopting Bushido cultivates a discipline that is both unyielding and deeply humane. Through this sacred path, we forge a spirit capable of facing any challenge with honor, resilience, and the clarity of purpose that defines the true warrior. As we reach the end of this journey together, remember that discipline is not a destination, but a relentless forging, a continuous process like the folding of steel in the hands of a master swordsmith. Each of these habits, Kaizen, Seiza, Kakeibo, Shitsuke, Zanshin, Gambaru, Wabi-Sabi, Ichigo, Ichie, Mokusatsu, and Bushido, serve as the anvil, hammer, and fire that shape your spirit into an unbreakable force. Embrace them not as burdens, but as sacred tools to carve the warrior within, transforming everyday actions into rituals of strength and clarity. This path demands patience, resilience, and above all, a steadfast commitment to self-mastery. Know that you do not walk alone. As part of this community, we are fellow warriors, united by a shared will of steel, bound by the desire to rise above distraction, weakness, and doubt. Let this discipline become your foundation, your armor against life's storms, and the beacon that guides you through darkness. Stand tall with the spirit of the samurai, unyielding, focused, and courageous, and continue to forge yourself daily with intention and honor. Thank you for joining this brotherhood and sisterhood of relentless growth. Now, go forth and embody the will of steel.